Hello, good morning or good afternoon. So my voice is clear, is it right? Please, Sandus or Fahmi, can you confirm it?
Yes, Hussein, we can hear you.
Okay, that's great. So welcome on board, everyone. So let me introduce myself. This is Hussein Mustafa Azadeen, and I'm the program manager for the Africa IoT and AI Challenge. Thank you for being here today. We have many participation from many African countries. We have people from Algeria, Angola, Cameroon, Egypt, Ethiopia, Ghana, Kenya, Mauritius, Morocco, Nigeria, Rwanda, Senegal, Somalia, South Africa, Sudan, Tanzania, Tunisia, Uganda, Zambia, and Cote d'Ivoire. So it's like a big gathering for the African continent. So we are very happy to have you here. So I think every one of you have registered for the Africa IoT and AI Challenge, and today we will have small glimpse about the challenge, about the stages, about the next milestones, about everything. So we will have like small journey for around 30 minutes from now. Starting with the presentation, and then we will watch some videos for the previous editions of the IoT challenges, and we will have some of your questions. You will have down there at Zoom like the question and answers, so we can have like your questions asked when we have the questions, and I will answer all the questions in your mind. So let's start the journey and let's share the presentation. And of course, everyone I know is very interesting to know what we will do and what we have today. Okay, so I think so. We have now like the firstly the Africa IoT and AI challenge. So what is the Africa IoT and AI challenge? Let me 1 second to move this to another place. Okay. Uh-huh. Hmm. 1 second, please. Okay. Okay. So this is like the Africa IoT and AI challenge. The challenge is like a regional. It's a regional challenge. We are targeting all the entrepreneurs and the innovative people who have like innovative ideas in the areas of Internet of Things and artificial intelligence. We are working in many fields. We are not related to a certain fields. We maybe have teams from like smart cities, smart homes, logistics, energy, in environmental projects. We are open to all the kind of projects. So the challenge is co-organized by the IEEE, IEEE TEMS, and IEEE Africa Council. And this is like a big cooperation from many IEEE stakeholders who are supporting always the innovation and entrepreneurship. Also, it's supported by the Global Innovation and Entrepreneurship Company, which have like a big impact in many projects on ground in the MENA region. So this year, the challenge team is like we will have the top 25 startups of you from the top or from the 25 African countries we have this year from the registration process. So let's talk about the Africa Challenge, and we are trying to collaborate with all the ecosystem pillars. We are enabling and accelerating the cooperation between the government sector, from academia sector, industry sector, and people and community, and this of course is a few. So we are trying to collaborate with all these pillars together to have like a strong and big challenge for this year. So our vision is that we are believing that we have like a big revolution in the industry fields in the past years because of technology. So we are trying to accelerate the transformation for these technologies, and we are trying to make an impact, a big impact in the ICT industry in the Africa world and in the Arab world, as you will see. And we are doing this through enabling the our projects and the exposures that we will talk about, and to have like supporting all the innovators from the African continent in who have like any ideas or we have innovative solutions in the areas of Internet of Things and artificial intelligence. So our history, we started all of this in 2016 in Egypt under the name of Egypt IoT and AI Challenge. And then we outreached to the Arab region in 2019 with participation of 12 Arab countries. And then we outreached in 2021 for the African Challenge with 6 African countries in the first year with Egypt, Kenya, Morocco, Nigeria, Tunisia, and Uganda. This year, as we said, that we have like many countries are participating with us, around 25 countries, and you are representing all your countries this year to represent them in the finals of Africa, and we will talk about this later. As we said, that you may have any category you can participate with. All the challenge categories, we are open to smart agriculture, smart cities, education, retailing and e-commerce, sport tech. All the categories are open. The main criteria that you have like an idea, and it's like a post stage. In the post stage, and of course, it's related to one of those technologies and that we are talking about. So who can join the challenge? And I think that most of the teams with us today are with this criteria. So we are looking for a post-idea stage startups who have developed a prototype or actual product. Of course, you must have like any common criteria with the IoT and AI fields. Of course, the challenger must be one of the founders or the co-founders of the startup. Of course, you have to be an African citizen, and the startup have to be based in Africa, because we are talking about the Africa Challenge. That's like a small glimpse from our success stories from the past year. We have like winners from Morocco, from Uganda, from Egypt, from Kenya, and they did their best in many tracks, in graduation projects track, in startups track, and in schools track. So this is like a small of our numbers for the past years. We have plus 720 teams from schools. We have plus 450 startups. We have plus 2,700 graduation projects. We made plus 150 ideation camps with plus 70 partners from the African continent. Of course, these numbers are for the whole tracks. This year, we are focusing only on the startups track in the Africa Challenge. This is like a small glimpse of the 25 countries we are working with. So I'm very, very, very delighted to have all of you with us today. So this is like a small roadmap for the next steps and how can we will go forward in this. So we have finished the registration process, and this like take around 2 months. And then we will have like the training and mentorship camp. This camp will be around 4 days, and it will be for all the participants from who are participating with us. This camp will include like trainings in the business topics about the value proposition, about the business model plan, and about the pitching techniques and how you can do your best at this. After then, you will have like a mentorship. Every team is participating with us will have a mentorship for around 20 minutes a slot. This mentorship will be focusing on how to pitch your idea and how to have like a strong pitching deck. And if you have any other ideas or any other questions in the business field. So this will be starting from next Tuesday, inshallah, or Wednesday. So we will send you an email with the full schedule for the trainings. The trainings will be holding on Zoom. It's a must to have like at least one member of your team to attend this training. And the mentorship slot, it's a must to attend your mentorship slot. So this will be like very, very, very. We are focusing to have all the teams to get the maximum benefit of this training camp. The training camp, it may be end at 29th of May, or sorry, of April. So we will have like after then submissions and demo days, and this you will have like to fill like the final pitching deck and to fill like the final idea if you make any updates for it. And then we will have like a demo day. The demo day is like a judging day for all the teams who submitted the final pitching deck, and it will be most probably on the 4th of May, and it will be of course virtual. So at this day all the people who made the submissions will have an opportunity to make their pitching deck in front of a jury, and we will have the top 25 teams from 25 countries to qualify for the Africa finals. Okay, so this is like we only have one team per every country. So we have like almost from 5 to 10 teams from each country. So according to the filtering or to the pitching deck submissions, we will have the final teams, and only we are supporting one team maximum per each country. Okay, so this will be like a very challenging day, and we will know the winners at the same day. After then, we will have between the 10th and 15th like another training for the top 25 startups who will be qualified for the finals. Okay, and then we will have the finals for the Africa Challenge. The finals is between 31st of May and 2nd of June, and this like is the Jitex Africa. Jitex Africa is like a huge exposure for all the teams. If you don't have an access or you don't know what's Jitex Africa, uh, give me 1 second because I have like yes, yes, yes. Okay. So please, Sandus, if you can, please put the link of Jitex Africa in the chat. It's like one of the biggest tech events that is happening in Dubai for the past years, and this year it came to Africa in Morocco, Marrakesh. So we will talk about the exposure, about the benefits of participation, of course, but this is like a huge opportunity to exhibit and to have your idea there. Okay. As I said that we have the challenge organizers, we talked about them, so we can go forward. So those are, yes, our partners and sponsors from the past editions, and we have like many, many exposure and many, many partners from a big network in Africa. Why the Africa Challenge? Why you are here? We are many, many benefits that you will take from being there in like an international event. One of them is, of course, like the press and media presence that is here for all the challenges and the interviews that will be made for you. We are making like a big exposure for all the teams who will be there. Also, many publications are made in many, many press and media channels. So this is like a huge thing and a huge benefit for your startup. Of course, like the attending the mega events, the publicity you are taking from the past editions, the outreach and our online presence will help you. And of course, we are making many marketing campaigns for all the teams who are participating with us. So this is like the benefits of participating the challenge for us. So firstly, all of these benefits are for free. You are taking the trainings for now. Even if you are have and be one of the luckiest who will travel, I will say what we are supporting during the travel. But the training camp, the mentorship, the in the future, if you will be one of the winning teams, you will have an access to uh, be exhibited to a full accommodation to have a grant for flight if your case is applied. So an important thing in all of this is for free. Of course, you will have like an investment and incubation in opportunities from tech giants and top-notch companies in technologies and venture capitals who will be there at Jitex Africa. We are trying like to make many meetings and to facilitate your
a way for you to be in this cooperation. Of course, the matchmaking and networking opportunities with leaders from academia, industry, and government representatives from all over the world, not only the African continent. And I think that will be a lot of people who will be interested in there at Giants Africa and the big tech giants, as I said. Of course, the training and mentorship camp for all participants, access to an international conference like GITEX Africa, access to the IoT and AI African community, which will help you to connect with other colleagues from other countries who maybe have the same interest of you. And this is like a big exposure. Also, as you see, of course, an intensive PR and media coverage will be a big benefit. And like a funded trip to GITEX Africa, Morocco is supported from our side. And this is like to be illustrated. So I think that we have the funded trip. It would include like 3 days, 2 nights accommodation in Marrakesh, Morocco for all the winning teams, and we are supporting one person per team. Okay, so we will have like around 25 representatives who will have the accommodation for 3 days, 2 nights, and it will cover an exhibition pod for every team. The exhibition pod is like a small space, and it's like to represent your country and your startup in it. And it's like inside writing, this is like costs are much for everyone. We will have like for every team and a free tickets to entrance GITEX, and this free tickets is applied up to 3 members per team. Please, if anyone have questions, we can wait until the end of the session, because I see that some of you may have like some questions or they are raising hands. Okay. Okay. So for now, this is like free participation. Of course, we are supporting also a grant for flights. So what's meant by grant? The grant is around from 300 to $500, and it's applied after the event itself. So you can make your flight, and you will make like an application, or you will apply for the grant for flight, and we will refund an amount for a flight, but according to 2 cases. The 2 cases, firstly, is like that your ticket is like a high. It was like a high amount of money, or it costs so much, so we are refunding like a part of it. And the second thing is about that we are now we are gathering like many people, or we are gathering like some grants to cover all the grants. So maybe some of the countries they are not applied for the grant when they apply, and it depends on situation on every startup or every country. So you will apply, and you will see every case by case at this time. This is like to be very clear in this issue. And as I said, that all of this is like for free, and the participation is for free for now. This is like a small of our gallery and small of our past events and our exposure with the teams. And this was like a very fast glimpse of everything. Let me share like a small video, and this video or 2 videos. The videos will show you more about the IoT challenges. As I said, the IoT challenges is not related only to Africa. We have Africa, we have Arab, we have Latin America challenge this year, and we have in many countries the IoT challenges. Until I share the video, you will find in the chat all the channels for the Africa challenge. You can join us on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram, LinkedIn, and YouTube channel. And of course, we can discuss this if you want, or if you want to follow up with us on everything. Let me 1 second. I will share firstly the video that gather all the journey of the IoT challenges, and this will be like will inspire you.
We have started the journey of connecting objects together to collect and exchange data. that notify you to take the right decisions in automotive, energy, healthcare, education, smart manufacturing, retail and e-commerce, smart building, smart home, smart agriculture, smart transportation, and fintech. Through our first program in 2016, Egypt IoT and AI Challenge, we designed an integrated formula to empower IoT and AI innovators. IoT and AI stages: Ideation Camp, Business Mentorship, Hackathon, Technical Mentorship, Fabrication Camp, and Judging Events. Then, we let the success make its noise that grabbed the attention of the Arab world. To start, Arab IoT and AI Challenge, therefore another 11 Arab countries joined the road: UAE, Jordan, Morocco, Tunisia, Egypt, Lebanon, Palestine, Oman, KSA, Bahrain, Algeria, Qatar. Then, Africa IoT and AI Challenge joined in 2021 with Tunisia, Egypt, Morocco, Nigeria, Kenya, and Uganda, to have 6 African countries in total. Thus, we empowered high school 516 projects, graduation projects 2,333 projects, startups 716 projects, 27 countries, more than 40,000 followers, 5 million online reach, and more than 100 partners. And we are still looking for more. The 5th edition of Arab IoT and AI Challenge. And the 2nd edition of Africa IoT and AI Challenge. It's time for our 1st edition in Latin America. We are ready for new high school, senior, and startup projects.
I think this was like a very fast thing for the IoT and AI challenges. I hope you like it. Also, I will share like another video for the Africa Challenge journey in 1st edition. But as I said that this year we will have like only participation for startups track, and the startups track is like a big competition this year. The quality of the participants and the ideas is amazing. With the help of the Africa Council, IEEE Africa Council, chose the big like I would like to thank them because of the big support they did with us on the last days before the registration call closed. We also our partners in the 1st edition countries in Nigeria, in Kenya, in Uganda, in Egypt, in Tunisia, in Morocco. They make like a big exposure with us, and I would like also to thank them all. Let's us watch the Africa IoT and AI Challenge video, and it's our final video for today before taking your questions. Thank you. Oh, so I think that this year we have, like, as I told you, that it shall be great, inshallah, with all of your participation. For now, I don't have, I finished my words. I hope if everyone, I wish everyone the luck, and I will wait for the questions and answers. You can find it down at the Zoom, and you can ask what you are about, and we have like a big thing that we are working on together. So let's take questions. Only I want to add something before everyone will leave. If it's we are at the end of the session, we will send you an email. Of course, with this orientation session, you can share it with your teams if you don't have they can't attend today. We will share like a group, a community we'll make on a WhatsApp channel or another channels, so you can join our communities. Of course, and this will be like a great thing to share the updates of the program or any updates for the tech industry. We can share all together later. And for the schedule for the trainings next week. Okay. So I will wait for your questions, and let me take it fast and ask and then tell it to you. So Yassine Deep is asking about have a startup with the problem. I'm 15 years old. No problem, Yassine. But if your startup is working and you have a prototype, you can join immediately. No problem in this, Yassine. Thank you. Okay. So let me. Okay. Okay. Dismiss. Okay. So will you cover all trip costs, accommodation, and flights, or only flights? Okay. So what we are covering again, because this is like maybe some of you is asking about it. We are covering the accommodation for 3 days, 2 nights. We are covering the pod expenses, and the pod expenses inside Jitex. It costs how much for a 3 days. Okay, if you want to be there for the 3 days, it's available for you. Exhibition bot inside Jitex. We are covering 3 tickets per each team for Jitex. So if you are colleagues, will come with you, so they can enter Jitex. And by the way, the cost of the Jitex tickets is around $1,000 or $100. So we are covering it for you, and it's like a full ticket to access all things in Jitex. The flights you will make it on your own, and we will have like you will apply for a grant. And this application will proceed internally with us, and we may refund a part of the ticket if your rules are applied. Yeah. Okay. I hope this is like very clear for you. What will happen to those who don't make it? They any other benefits? Please, I didn't get the question. You can ask it again. My connection left me out. Is it the webinar for who applied, only who have accepted the phase 1? Okay, this webinar is for all who applied. Okay, Miss Nagla Lethi, and we made only a small filtering for teams who are not relating to the challenge, and the teams who received the mail. Those are with us, and who will receive the next mail will be participating with us on all the stages. How we know if you are accepted the mentoring and training phase? If you received an email with this orientation session, then you are accepted for the phase, and we will send another mail in few days. Okay. So and how we know that we are in the finals or not? How many teams from Egypt? The number of teams is between 5 and 10 teams from each country, and only 1 team from Egypt and from any other African country will be qualified to the finals. And you will know if you pass the stages, we are sending you mails, and our communication method will be mails at the first and the end of everything. Please, Sondus, can you put our email for any communication to be very clear from our side in the chat box? All the benefits only for 25 finals or semi-finals too. No, the benefits of the trainings and mentorship and camps are Miss Nagla for all the participants who applied and who are received our mails. But the top 25 teams who will have the opportunity to travel and to be exhibited inside GITEX. Okay. Is there a group for all startups present in Egypt? Maybe the whole Africa can say yes, Mr. Ahmed Nagar. We will send you like a groups for communication for community who will for all the people who will join us, and you can there share your discussions with them. If you didn't reach the top finals, we can still attend the exhibition. You can attend the exhibition, but it costs, I think. So, Miss Nagla, Lacey, please, if you want to make it, you can send me directly. And I think I will send you private my mail. Okay. So you can send me after the meeting, and I can answer you on this issue. Thank you. I sent you my mail. Is all the trainings for all the team members or only one? No, the training are all the team members. No problem in this. Mr. Abdullah Muhammad, I wanted to know more about the travel grant. The travel grant is between $300 and $500, okay? And it depends on the situation of every startup and on the grant that we are covering from our side. We are trying to have a big grant to cover all the, to give all the teams who will travel a grant, but this is not applied now. According to the cases, to the flight tickets price, according to the countries, according to the startups progress, all of this will make like an expectation for the grant that we may cover, but we may not cover any grant for the flight in case all of these things are not applied. Thank you. Blessings, Naglandi, how many teams members can attend the GITEX Finals event? We are covering the tickets for 3 persons, and we are covering the accommodation and a grant for flight if applied for only 1 person. So any members, if any extra, you can pay for them and they can attend. But for now, you have only about, as I said, 1 member we are having funded from our side, and 2 other members with only tickets for entrance GITEX. I would like to continue, but I have a startup, but I'm 16 years old. Please, I know we are supporting plus 18 people only. Thank you. See, Ojelabi, after our entry selection, is there any phase of the other phase of the challenge? I think I stated the phases, and if it's not clear, please tell me. Hi, Lucky, greetings from Botswana. Thank you so much. Miss Nagla, no, I mean the mentoring and training, virtual training. No, all of this is for free, Miss Nagla, and I think I answered this. So maybe I will neglect some questions who I answered. Okay, is a prototype enough for an actual app? Is mobile app has to be developed as an end product? No, prototype is enough. We are not. If you have an end product, it's better and it's make you more opportunities to win. But a prototype is enough. Okay, how many startups you are taking to GITEX? We are taking around 25 from 20 to 25 startups, and it depends on the countries who are participating with us. Do you help with visa? No, we can help with all the documents that can help you to get a visa, but we are not supporting any fees for the visa, and we are not contacting directly any agency or any travel agency for the visa. You are doing it on your own, but of course we are supporting. We can give you a recommendation letter or a participating letter with all the details of the Africa Challenge participation or the GITEX participation. This is very clear from our side. Maybe okay, anonymous attendee. I think I assigned the other companies to qualify. There is other help they can get. The people, companies who didn't qualify, do you mean anonymous attendee? Please answer me. Who didn't qualify for this stage or didn't qualify for the African finalists to answer you? The monetary benefits for the top 20, is there an amount of money to win, or it depends on the interest of the investor on our part? Okay, no, until now, lucky from Botswana, no certain prizes from our side for the winners from the Africa finals. But if any of the investors or any of the network there you met and you have like a deal with them, it's a very good thing for you. We are only supporting your accommodation, Jitex pod inside Jitex, exhibition pod inside Jitex. We are supporting also the tickets for Jitex and a grant for flight if it's applied. Okay. For now, this is very clear, but for any teams who will win from the 25 teams, no, we don't have any prizes for them. Can another team apply? The applications are closed, but if you have like you want to apply, please send us on info@africa.org as mentioned in the comments. How many teams from Zambia? As I said, all the countries are between 5 and 10 teams are participating now. But for the winning teams will be only one team. On which date will be submission of the demo start? The submissions will be on between the 2nd and 3rd of the submissions. I'm expecting by the end of this month or at the 1st of May, and the demo day will be at the 4th or 5th of May. Where can we apply for the flight grant? The flight grant will be open for application once we have the top 25 winners teams, and it will be opening on a channel. We will tell the winning teams at this time. Are we having visa application support? Yes, we can support you by our letters. We can give you, as I said, letters from Jitex and letters from Africa Challenge itself to emphasize of your participation with us if you are of the winning teams, but we are not giving you any fees for it or supporting with any travel agency. Second one is I know how many teams are there in our countries. As I said, the number from 5 to 10. What are the criteria to be qualified for the finalists? Will be there any interviews for that? As I said, that the criteria is very clear, but we will have a jury, and of course the teams will share with them the criteria, but before the finals of or the demo days directly. Don't worry on this. But the main criteria that you have a working prototype or an end product, and all the things I talked about. By the way, the presentation also will be sent for you. Okay, so are planned tickets going to be booked on behalf of the selected teams? Yes, this will be right, and you will apply for a grant later, and maybe we have like a certain amount to be sent to you, and or maybe not, and it's the conditions are applied. I don't have basic on my startup, and I want training about things. I don't have basics on my startups. I don't know the question, Nafak. Is it possible to get an idea of the numbers of startups application by sector? No, sorry, Ayman, this can't be done. Is there any funds? No funds for now. As I said, the commitment is very clear from our side now. Who is yes, Aristide? How will we make competition? We use visuals. How many teams have in Rwanda? How many teams for between 5 of 10 for all the countries? How will we make competition? We use visuals. I didn't get the question. How can we send our prototype? It wasn't asked in the application. Yes, this will be like we'll tell you how we can be more about it, but it will be like a small submission. It will include like a video for your prototype, even if it's a hardware or software solution. Sorry, I'm limited on the next step of the challenge. You will send Papa an email with all the details with the video and the presentation. On which date will submission of the demo start? I answered this. Our plan is going to be booked on the graph. I answered this. And you ensuring teams get into the semifinals, right? You are ensuring teams get into? I didn't get Abdullahi Muhammad question. Does the 25 city exhibitors get to be extended to Africa Supernova Pitch Challenge? Yes. By your yeah, we didn't talk about it, but any of the teams who will be from the top teams in the finals of Africa, they will have an opportunity also to be selected at the Supernova Pitch Challenge inside Jitex. So I will be able to complete the challenge. I have a prototype. Yassine. And I can. I don't have a bit. Okay, Mendel from Cameroon. Yes, you can attend the training, but if you don't have the working prototype at the end of the training, you will be disqualified. Okay. Let me, Papa. Thank you. Can we have a basic training on our idea? I didn't get the question. You know, some of countries have issues traveling to Morocco. How are you going to deal without this? Maybe every case, if you have a case anonymous attendees asking, you can send me directly on our mail info at Africa to discuss the case more. What about if the win and qualify but not can't afford the tender will be done? We will discuss this and case by case we will take, but in the most cases we will not afford any flight tickets. Only you will apply to a grant. This is very clear from our side. Okay. When do we expect this mail? If you are not involved, will be sent you rejection mail. The mail with all of this info will be sent by today evening or tomorrow, and you will not be rejected from this session. Please clear about the grant after application. Are we top 25 when to apply for flight? The grant will be open after we select the top teams from the top countries, and the acceptance or rejection of the grant will be according to many things. One of them is the grant we are getting for you from our sponsors and partners, and this is not very confirmed yet. Also, the price ticket for the flight ticket price for your country. So it depends because we have different African countries, and the case of the startup and how it can afford the ticket itself or not. So this grant may be accepted and may be rejected according to every situation, and this is very clear. Why not work with your partners in each country? Because we have like a central challenge for this year, anonymous attendee. For visas, why not work with your partners in each country? Because it's like a big hassle to work with around 25 countries to have partners in them. So we are centralized, and the visa applications is not done from our side. We only afford the applications. I think I will have questions only for the next 3 minutes because we have a lot of questions. I will answer them. I will try not to duplicate any questions. And if you have another, you can send us later. But if you can win, okay, this is answered. Is there any problem? Founder only plus 18. Plus 18 or 17, no, it will not make a big problem. I want to know the kinds of investors who will get to interact with if you qualify. Samuel Daka, you can send us on, or you can on info at Africa IoT, and this will be very clear in days. Is it a requirement for you to have a prototype with the actual product? What if you are in ideation stage? Sumaya, if you are in ideation stage, you will be rejected by the end of the training. You can attend the training only, but you will be rejected after them because it's a must to have a working prototype or to have like an actual product in market. What the Supernova Pitch Challenge, Samuel Daka, this is like a challenge from Jitex Africa itself, and it's like give you a more exposure. You can search it inside Jitex Africa, and by qualifying to the African finals, also you qualified to the Pitch Challenge itself. I'm asking about the mail as fines and if you are not finals, will send rejection mail. Thank you for solving my questions. So no problem, Nagla. I think, yeah, as you said, we will send, of course, if you didn't qualify for the last stage, we will send like an email with all the teams who qualified, and with the teams who didn't get the mail, of course, they will be like rejected ones. This will be at the last stage. This will be at maybe 2nd of May in Aglé. But before this, the training you can attend it. Silly request, but you can send the summary of our application to each. No, Papa, it's like a big thing. Yes, and it's no. We we can't make it yet. Thank you, Nagle. Thank you, Papa. We have only 1 minute. Okay, what is really mentorship camp? The mentorship camp, it's like a training and mentorship camp. The training, they are 2 days training. Mentorship, every team will have an opportunity around 20 minutes to be one of the business mentor who will work with them on their idea and on the pitch deck that we will do in the demo day. Okay, that's like a very short thing. Only one person will be granted per team. One team only per country will be travel. When we'll do also, the teams will be announced at the day of the same day of the visa application. Okay. No, it's not mandatory in Agla to have 5 members in the training and mentorship teams. Only 1 or 2 members is enough. But if your team want to be with us, it's a great thing. Thank you so much. Please, again, if you have any questions, you can send us on Jitex Africa, info@Jitex Africa, okay, mail down there. And please, again, you can join us. I think we can close the question section, and I will take only the last 2 people who are raising hands. So, firstly, Lucky, you can talk.
Hello, can you hear me?
Hello, Lucky. Yeah, I'm with you. Please, Lucky,
Yeah,
ask me.
sorry for that. I got my hand raised. I asked my question on the Q&A and you addressed the question. So thank you. I forgot to lower my hand. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you, Lucky.
All right. Mm.
Okay, thank you so much, and see you soon. And please, if anyone have any questions later, you can send us on email. Thank you.
Dr. Saka. I do.